Greetings, Melistocrats. How you all doing today? Hello, hello. It is now Hump Day? Third day of the week? Wednesday? そうだっけ? Yes, it is Wednesday now. I am starting an hour earlier than usual today because my parents, King and Queen of Verilis, Mama and Papa Evermore, are arriving at my castle tonight, so I will need to be able to open the door for them and everything. So, I guess I have to be on the lookout for a message from my mother to let me know when they are on their way. So let me just stand my phone here like this so I can actually see. Yes, they are approaching. Not yet. I think they haven't landed yet because I haven't gotten any message, so yeah. Have I panic cleaned my place? Actually, conveniently, I did get some professional cleaning done today. So everything is actually very, very clean. And today, the cleaners were also really fast. So they were also able to help me with, like, because I have to swap beds when my parents are here. Like, I donate my bed to my parents and then I basically just sleep outside. So then I also had to change the sheets. But then changing the sheets is like the bane of all chores. So they actually had more time and helped me change the sheets too. So that was very nice. Yeah, exactly. So I was able to do my work meetings while they were doing that. So there was no time lost. So I'm glad I did that actually, because it was all done to a very high quality that I could not do myself. I couldn't believe how clean everything was after. Every time I'm like, wow, it can be this clean. I mean, I guess, like, if I were a professional cleaner and I cleaned for 3 hours, every day would be this clean. Yeah. Is changing the sheets difficult? It's not the sheets. I think I dislike putting the blankets into the blanket cover the most. Cause it's like stuffing it into a bag, but then everything is never properly like unfolded inside. I don't know. It's just so maybe I'm just like very annoying about it, but like it really annoys me when the blanket inside the cover is not properly like straightened out, and it's just very annoying to like have to work on that. I don't know. That's the worst part for me. So having that done was actually really great. How long did it take? I mean, the allotted time is 3 hours, but they actually finished really fast. Because today, I think, usually it's just one cleaning lady, but today 2 of them came because one of them was like a novice and the other one was training them. So then it was 2 cleaning ladies and they were so fast. So it was great. I wish it's always 2, but it's usually 1, and one person is usually a lot slower. So usually, like, she wouldn't even get to some of the other stuff. Like, 3 hours would be over, but then she wouldn't even finish vacuuming all the floors. But then, today they finished early and they had 30 minutes left. So I was like, oh, I tried to get them something to do. And I was like, well, I guess you could do the sheets. I wasn't going to ask her to do them because I usually don't ask her to like work on the bedroom. Because I figured I could just do that. And I want them to do the parts where I usually hate doing the most, like all the drain cleaning stuff, which is gross, right? So usually the cleaning lady does the drain stuff. Yeah. But she finished so fast today. Yeah, 30 minutes of free time. I know, right? But they're very diligent here in Japan, so they wouldn't just like start working slower or like slack off. So, yeah. So I'm glad. Yeah. Anyway, it was just a huge relief for me today, so I'm happy. Because I was getting stressed. I took out all the sheets that I would have to work on later today. And then just seeing all the blankets and all the sheets, and I was like, ah! And it was just like a piling, you know, a big pile of stress on my bed, because I put all the new sheets on the bed already, and I knew I had to change it out sometime later. So it was just this massive pile, and then, yeah, they worked on it for me, so I'm happy. Oh, so I came back to a made bed, and it was very nice. Yokatta. Reminds me of the olden days back in Verlis, when I was the proper crown princess before everything happened from the Silver Cross, you know? And it was our royal castle with all our loyal servants. Yeah. It's not befitting of royalty to be skillful in the art of bedsheet wrangling. This is true. This is true. It's like the short where it's, it's like, wait, you don't understand. Ever since I moved into this house, every time I put the laundry in the laundry basket, it magically disappears and it comes back folded clean. And all the dirty dishes that I leave on the table will somehow get washed. That's what it's like. That's what it's like when you have a castle of servants. You don't understand. I think this castle has magic. You just have to put it down. It will clean itself. I wish. I wish this to be true. And the food in the fridge is magically stocked. Yes. I actually had a bad appetite today, but I wonder if it's because the food I was eating was not tasty, because I was too lazy and had too little time to cook properly. So I just took a tofu block out of the fridge. I put it on a plate, and then I poured some ponzu onto it, and I ate that, and it was fine. But then I also heated up some base ramen, which is the ramen that has all the nutrients in it. And I think I might have prepared myself too much food, so the ramen started tasting really bad. So I was like, well, it's kind of a waste, right? So I separated the noodles from the soup, and I put both into the fridge, and I was going to heat it up and eat later. But then I had no appetite to eat that because it just felt like it would taste so bad. So it's still in the fridge right now, but I might just throw it away because I think I don't want to eat that. So instead, I had some. I struggled to have some base bread because I had no other food. I also had 2 boiled eggs that I boiled yesterday. I don't know. I felt like I was eating, but then I was getting kind of dizzy. Maybe from not eating enough. But then all of the food that was in my fridge felt disgusting. So I didn't want to eat any of it. I ended up forcing myself to eat some base bread. And I'm okay now, I think. But yeah. I finished off the tofu that I had left over. And then I had the base bread. And I had like a vitamin drink that I bought earlier. Yeah. So do you think it's side effects of the shot? I don't think so, because I was fine, like, yesterday. I think I just, like, didn't have any good food, and I lost appetite from all the food tasting so bad. Maybe, I don't know. But then I didn't have time to, like, order food today, so I just left it. Okay. Yeah. Sounds like miserable, sad food. I was just trying to finish off what I had in the fridge, because I always feel bad when I have all this food in the fridge and I don't finish it. So I bought this tofu to eat in a nabe, like style pot, but then I did have meat. I guess I could have done that. But then I didn't really have time to cook today. Yeah, I didn't really have time to cook today. Because you know the I don't know. They say this is an ADD symptom, but when you have an appointment for something later in the day, you can't do anything until that thing happens. So because I knew that the cleaners were coming at 2 p.m., I felt like I couldn't do anything until 2 p.m. And when they were here, I felt like I had to monitor what they were doing. So the entire time, I felt like I couldn't do anything besides maybe sort of work and be in my music, but I also had to be there to like watch what they were doing. So I felt like I couldn't do anything until they were done. So yeah. You always have spare food in case you get really ill. I also did have to go to the convenience store earlier because I had to I had to buy instant noodles for my parents. And I also had to withdraw money because my father asked for his pocket money. He made sure to send me that message before his flight took off, and he was like, "Remember, my Q1 pocket money you still owe me." And I was like, "Okay, fine." So I actually tried to go to withdraw like 2 quarters worth of pocket money, but then the ATM at the convenience store only lets me withdraw 200,000 yen at a time. So then I had to withdraw only 200,000 yen. Yeah. The pocket money is supposed to be something like 40,000 yen a month. So then it's 120,000 yen per 3 months, and then 240,000 yen per half a year. So I was trying to get that, so then he would stop hounding me about it until September. Yeah, but I also only give the cash when they're here, because there's no like good kind of handy way to transfer the money, because I only have accounts here in Japan. So yeah, so I'm like paying my parent taxes. Yeah, it's okay. I'll probably get I'll probably be treated to some food. My mother asked me to book some Michelin star restaurants while they're here, so I have looked up a list of all the Michelin star restaurants that are possible to book, and I listed out all the prices of lunch and dinner and asked them which one they would like to go to. And I booked I think I booked a Michelin 1-star, 2-star dinner with my parents, so I think they would at least pay for that, so it's okay. Yeah. The dad tax, yeah. Did I get them some snacks and some gifts? I mean, I bought them the instant noodles that they wanted, so yeah, I did. Yeah. Explains the pocket money amount. Kind of. Yeah. The pocket money. Well, to be fair, also, like, Vampire School wasn't cheap too, so it's kind of like that. Why not bank transfer it? Because of the fees. Yeah. My father also, like, he's like very anxious and like annoying to deal with when you ask him for information like, hey, can you give me your bank account information for the transfer, for the bank transfer? And I just know he's going to be so anxious to get the right information, and I already feel anxious. I feel secondhand anxiousness for my father who's going to give me this information, so I'd rather not deal with this conversation at all, because I take after my father, so I know I will feel the exact same level of anxiousness. I think we have the same level of autism. I don't know what this is, but it's like very... Oh god, I just can't. I don't want to have this conversation with him. You know how stressful it was when I was helping him with... Wait, what was it? Oh man. I think it was when he was like moving castles, and like I had to help him with the movers who were delivering the furniture from like one region to another, and I had to help him with the tax forms and like with the emails and the processing of all the forms, because Like, and then I was so stressed out helping him with that. And then like some of the stuff is like, oh, you have to sign this one online. And then it's like, oh, what am I supposed to do next? Man, I ended up handling all of that because like he didn't really understand what he was supposed to do. So, for some reason I had to do all this paperwork and it wasn't even like my it wasn't even like my stuff. I was so stressed just like helping him do that. Oh my gosh. Yeah. The anxiety within the anxiety. Yes. Gosh. But you know, but he knows that if he lets me do it, I will do it perfectly because I'm very anxious about this stuff, so I will check everything. So at least the furniture and everything arrived, and all the embarrassing paintings that we had in my childhood Verlisian castle is now in my parents' new home. Like, like the painting, the trash can painting that I talked about, that I drew when I was in vampire school, is now on the walls of my parents' new home. When they take pictures of their dinner, my painting is there. Is my still life painting of the collage of all different trash cans. Yes. Is that story that I told about how my art teacher graded my anime art very badly, but then gave me an A for my trash can collage art because it was deep and interesting. And my parents still have that picture, still have that painting on the wall behind the dining table. It's like the Mona Lisa, exactly. The trash can merch went, the pride of the family it is. It's a conversation piece starter. I wonder if people ever ask about it. I don't know. It's not particularly good, the art. I drew like a trash can, and it had people's like disposed cigarettes on it and everything, and then random bits of tissue. Like I was like drawing scrunched up tissue with acrylic paint on the painting. To be fair, I worked really hard on it, and the tissues actually looked really good. They looked like really good scrunched up tissues. Yeah, incredible detail, right? Yes. Anyway, so my parents will be here, so it'll be a stressful couple of weeks. They'll be here for a while. And my like spare key to my current castle stopped working, so I'm going to have to like swap keys with them on the daily. Oh my god, I need to call the building management to ask them to send me new keys. The spare key stopped working, like it just won't open the door anymore. So yeah, and then yeah, I don't know, I'll have to tell them to like wait for me to come back tomorrow, because I work from home tomorrow, but then I also have to go get a haircut after work. So then I'll have to wait. I have to ask my parents to wait for me before they come back. I don't know, maybe I'll ask them to meet me somewhere and then come back together. Yeah, they are card keys. How'd you know? They're card keys on one of the cards. I think it's the first card that I used when I first got here, and that one stopped working, so I switched to the other ones, right? Does anybody have ideas of how to fix card keys that stopped working? Why do they stop working? One of them just like stopped being able to enable it. Yeah, enable the doors to open somehow. I don't know why that happened. Yeah, batteries in a card key. I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe I need to remagnetize them. The card key expired, but my two keys were made at the same time. How could that be? It could just be too worn down. It needs rewriting. It happens to hotels all the time. They're designed to break so that... Oh, really? Did I keep it close to my phone? I don't think so. If you drop it enough times, it could cease to work. If it was near a strong magnet, it could cause it to stop working. Static electricity eventually breaks the card key. Really? Card keys have batteries? Really? Or exposed to high heat. Okay, no, but mine is the type that... I don't know how they work. But they're the type that instead of like being non-touch, like you like hold it against something, it's the type where you insert it into the card key slot. In and out. But then it physically feels like you are pressing something inside to open the door. Yeah. So maybe, is it a different mechanism? It's still magnetic? Is it the magnet that allows it to be able to press the thing? But then how does it know which door it works for? I don't know. I don't know how it works. Yeah. You used to live in an apartment like that? I see. I want to solve the problem of my card key that stopped working. Is it NFC or RFID? I have no idea. I have no idea. Maybe the chip inside the card key broke? Okay. I just have to remember to call the building. I keep forgetting to do it. It should be RFID. How to fix a broken RFID card. This is the key to my stress lately. Is how are we going to deal with the spare key, with the keys? Because my parents are going to be wanting to go out, you know, go in and out of the house. Whenever they want. Which means I can't, so... so now I'm stressed. You'll just have to program another card and dispose or rewrite the current one. Does it charge for broken keys? I don't think so. I think they would just send it. I just keep forgetting to call them, so I don't know when they would be able to send it if they do. Yeah. Oh my gosh. If you still have a working card, you can get it cloned. Really? There's no way. That sounds like a broken system. Wait. That doesn't sound good. Is it RFID? I don't know. Why did it stop? Wait, but then I see a picture of an RFID card and it looks like it's like a non-touch type. Mine is not like that. Mine is like you insert it into this card slot. And then it feels like it physically pushes something inside to open. But definitely not every card would work. You can't just like mechanically push it. It's definitely something else. So it's a card. Card. Yeah. It's a chip card? Yeah, maybe. No, it's like those old hotel room cards that has to be inserted in. And comes out, yeah. If it's a flag card, it has to be chipped. Maybe the chip is broken then? I don't know. A magnetic card? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, okay, I mean, I'll just remember to call the building management one of these days, I think. I just have to stop forgetting. I was gonna say, I'll just have to keep forgetting. No. I have to stop forgetting to do it. Every time I forget it, it's past the hours that I can call, so... Yeah, maybe it demagnetized and lost the data. Yeah, it could have. Yeah. Narrator, she doesn't do it. No! Yeah, I have to call them before 6 p.m. I always forget. And then suddenly I remember, and it's like exactly 5 minutes after the office hours. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Alright. 2 sources of my stress today. Okay. Stock up on food so you don't starve while my parents are out with my key card. Actually, when my parents are here, my fridge is really well stocked. because, you know, they don't have anything to do all day besides just chill and do whatever they want. So they actually spent a good amount of time working with food. So every day when they come home from playing whatever they're doing outside, they would like go to the supermarket as one of their key joys in life, and they would just buy whatever they want at the supermarket. So my fridge is actually very well stocked. When my parents are here, it's never like that. My parents are gonna come here and they're going to open the fridge and be like, whoa, you have no food in your fridge. Yeah, because my fridge is usually empty besides non-perishables and things that last a long time. Like there's cheese, maple syrup, eggs, and then like condiments, but no food in my fridge usually. And I'm afraid of buying perishables because I'm afraid they will perish. So yeah. Do you shop before they arrive specifically to avoid that conversation? No, actually I don't shop at all because I know they will shop. I know they will shop later. Yeah. They also clean up the dining table a lot more while they're here because they actually use it a lot. You know, whereas usually, like, I only have a small space that's cleared up so that I could eat on the dining table, and then the rest is like clutter, right? But then when my parents are here, they actually declutter my dining table so that they could both use it and I can use it at the same time. Because when they're here, the three of us actually eat at the same time together, right? So then there needs to be at least 3 spots on the dining table that can be used for eating. But then when they're not here, I only need 1 clear spot. So only 1 spot is cleared and the rest is just my stuff. How much clutter is your dining table usually? It's just because, like, I don't stack anything and I lay everything out non-stacked. So any, like, notices from, like, the management office and then random, like, acrylic stands of Hatsune Miku that I have will be just on the dining table for some reason, all occupying different slots on the dining table. So that's why it looks so busy. But, you know, it's actually really easy to just stack everything and clear it up. But I just don't because, yeah. I have no shelf. No, I mean, there's not that much stuff, to be honest. So, it's just that I also don't put it in an efficient manner. So, yeah. It's because I don't need to. Because I'm the only one using it, usually. So, I don't need that much space. But then I had to get a big one because my parents want to use it when they're here. So, yeah. Are we still telling weird injury stories? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. If they're really scary, you'll also have to pay the damages. So please be careful of your scary stories. To the effect of what was it? Accidentally poking your finger into your brother's eyeball. That sort of thing. Yeah. Is every surface of my apartment covered? No, actually. I usually keep the floors very clear. Because I really don't like when the floors are like cluttered. But, tables and every lifted surface, tops of shelves, things like that are usually filled with stuff that has not been filed away. Because I do have the other problem where if I file away something, I'll forget I have it. So then, it basically doesn't exist. So, for all the things that I need to have in, that I need to deal with in recent memory, it needs to be in a place where I could literally see it. So, a lot of my shelves and, like, my boxes and stuff are open, not covered, because I have to see what's inside to remember what I have. Yeah, they have to be in front of my eyes, exactly. Yeah. So that's why I can't do the psychotic thing that other people do who like to organize stuff where you just have boxes for everything, you file away, and then like it just disappears out of sight. Like, no, I have to be able to see it. To be filing everything away in places where you can't see it is too psychotic for me. I can't do it. Yeah. So... shelfless behavior, yes, that's me. It's me, the shelfless princess. You once made your mom mad and it startled you, so you ran down the stairs, tripped and fell, and you have a scar on your hand. Ow! You must have fallen on a very rough surface. Yeah. Use a spreadsheet for inventory? No, that's a problem because you can close spreadsheets. This spreadsheet would need to be always open in front of my eyes in my smart glasses or something if I have to remember that something exists, okay? So, if I can close my spreadsheet, I will forget that I had it. Harry Skellich, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Oh no, I'm scared. Did someone say life stories? So one time, you were in a folk dancing group traveling around Central... What are your experiences? What you mean? What are your experiences? One time you were with a folk dancing group traveling around Central Slovakia, okay? To celebrate, you all drank, and there was a table that you wanted to get to. So you just needed to cross a metal beam. Oh no. You did not notice the upper one. You smacked headfirst into it. Thankfully, all you needed to do is sleep off the headache pain. The next day, you checked the beam and you dented it. You still have a small scar on your head. Oh dear. You must have a very hard head. Yeah. Just a typical, a man walks into a bar. And he said, ow! A man walks into a bar. Was the bar okay? Brayden Micken, thank you so much for the Zupa wrecked. そうだよ. Oh my gosh. He had a very outgoing Omnislav life event. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Let me think. My most gruesome injury, I guess. I've told this before, but it's when I scraped a couple of layers of skin off my knee because I fell off a scooter. Yeah. And I got a concussion. And it was really strange sitting down, getting a concussion, and nobody knowing that you have a concussion because you can't even say anything. You can't even explain that you're hurt. Because I was wearing long trousers and it covered up my scraped knee, so nobody can see it. Can see how bad it was. And I could only just sit there on the ground, staring up at the trees, and my eyesight was going all white, but then I could still see the silhouette of the trees. They were green. It looked like those unfocused camera moments with like camera lenses where where sometimes they would defocus and it would blur, and then the tree started looking see-through, and then all I saw was white and the green outlines of the leaves. Yeah. And then my eyesight started coming back, so then I was able to like limp back home. I was able to limp back home, and it was just me by myself, so I just washed the wound by myself in the shower, and then I saw it was really bad, so I just made sure I cleaned it up with water. I didn't have any alcohol, so I only could clean it up with water. And then I limped to the nearest store, bought some band-aids, like big band-aids, to the point where the storekeeper was like, oh, you got a big injury, huh? And then I was like, yes, I fell. And then I bought these big band-aids. I just bandaged up myself. And I just lied down, like, to rest and drink some water, and that was it. But like, my right knee was kind of weird for a whole year. Like, I couldn't put weight onto it. Yeah. I mean, this was like, you know, after I woke up from the hourglass and I was like alone on Earth, you know? So, yeah, I slept off the concussion, yes. Varric Skellish, thank you so much for the 100 bits. The metal beam was the hardest thing that you've ever smacked into. The second hardest, oh my gosh. The second hardest was an AC unit that everyone managed to run under. You were too tall for it, so you brutally ripped up your skin. Wait, this is a different story. Oh yeah, and you also brutally ripped up your skin by riding a bike and accidentally drove into a drainage ditch. Wondering if I should tell you about what all happened during your culinary studies? What are all these experiences? God's most Most stabs. What are all these experiences? Oh my gosh. You're one tough woman. Thank you. I don't know. I think it's something about being the eldest child, but I am very I don't ask for help very often, I think. And I usually just try to like tank injuries and stuff myself. So, yeah, this is true. We should do a traumatic storytelling stream with a Google form with a dramatic reading. That's actually kind of good, and also I'm kind of scared because I know people will tell really traumatic stories. Oh. Oh, babe, I probably have to make it so that it's not like, make sure nothing illegal happens in the story when you tell it or something. Oh, man. Yeah. You had a mild flesh-eating bacteria infection on your right thigh? What? And the wound juice got to your foot? Oh! It heals fast, hopefully. Okay, that's good. Oh, man. Nothing like trauma bonding? Yeah. You can't go home injured and tell your parents? Wait, is that true? そうだっけ? Is this another trauma dumping stream? Well, today's theme is to tell any interesting injuries you had in the past. I would say don't tell any illegal injuries. or you know, don't confess your crimes yet. Please don't confess your crimes in the Malice Evermore chat. That would be crazy. Yeah. But I thought it'd be interesting to learn how people, you know, survived their, you know, tough times. Yeah. Finest Rakuyo, thank you so much for the super. You agree with trauma bonding. Hope you and Mr. and Mrs. Evermore and the Melissocrats have a nice day. Time for you to head off. Alright, have a good day. Bye-bye. Not Mr. G, thank you so much for the orange super. You're trying to remove the old exhaust. The bolts were rusted, so you got out the breaker bar. The bolt snapped, and you smacked yourself in the face. Ended up pushing your teeth through your lip. Wait, what? Almost passed out from the... Wait, what do you mean, pushing your teeth through your lip? Almost passed out from the blood loss. Eh? Lunio Black, thank you so much for a 4-month subscription. Arigatou gozaimasu. Wait, so... Whatever the bolt slapped your face so hard that your teeth came out of your lip? What does that mean? Like your skin broke in front of your mouth? Like that? Your older brother slammed a swinging chair in the playground at your head, knocking you out for an hour, slipped with a bike, fell into a rose bush, noticed only later the bike slashed your calf with the bits of the skins hanging off. Ah! Another time, you were using a chisel and slipped on the surface, and you were using it and jammed it into your index finger, and the finger bone wasn't let it go. Ow! Oh my gosh. The bar hit his mouth, right? Eh. Oh my gosh. That does sound very painful. Wow. You hit yourself in the face with a wrench? What? And that... Oh, so you were holding a wrench, and then the thing came out, so it like hit... So it like moved your arm, and you like basically stabbed your mouth with the wrench. Oh my gosh. No way. Hold on. Vargas Gellert, thank you for the 500 bits. This one didn't happen to you, but there was a witness. So one of the fellow students was washing dishes, and one idiot threw a sharp knife into the sink. It cut his wrist badly and started to bleed. The guy was naturally panicking. What do? You grab a bottle of vodka, and you pour it onto his wound. He screamed like crazy, but the bleeding did stop. Oh my gosh, wait, does that work? If you pour vodka onto a wound, does it stop bleeding, chat? Just let it drink vodka. Give it a shot. Saibo Maru, thank you for the orange super. It's not too bad, but when you were a kid, you end up getting a fishing hook stuck in your ear. Ooh, ear piercing. Funny thing is, you didn't learn your lesson and then got another one stuck in your other ear. What? So, did you just want them to be symmetrical? What is this about? What? Why'd you do that? Were you piercing your own ears with a hook? Fashionable earrings. Yeah, not the worst place to pierce with a fishing hook. This is true. It could be worse. People pierce ears often, so it's not... I guess it can happen. It's fine. When you fell, you dislocated your arm. According to your parents, you were still climbing chairs as the injury was healing. Fair. Sounds like it's fine. When you were a kid... Oh, thank you for the 200 bits, Yama the God. When you were a kid, you were riding your bike from your parents' house, and on the way home, you hit the brake so hard that you went flying forward and hit your dear friend on the lower half of the bar. You sat on the ground in pain for a bit before continuing to ride home, holding your friend the whole way while there was a pain at the tip. After getting home, you went to take a shower and inspect it. You noticed a bruise at the... Wait, what do you mean tip? You never told anyone? What? Ow. What does that mean? Do you mean like your lip? If you're bleeding, don't drink alcohol. Alcohol is a blood thinner, maybe meaning you will bleed more. But if you pour alcohol onto the wound, does it fix it? Oh dear. You know, when I was a child too, I would climb on the window and also jump off the window onto the floor, like pretending I was Superman, like I could fly. I really enjoyed the moment while I was in the air, and then, you know, I also broke my foot that way, so I was in a cast for a while. Yeah. You used a table saw to cut wood with your thumb. Oh no. Your thumb got caught in a blade. Ow! That sounds like it hurts. You did pierce your ears, but no, you were playing around with the fishing rod and you was like 5. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. But at least you managed to just pierce your ears. There are definitely worse places to pierce them. Drinking alcohol would probably just hurt more than anything. Drinkable alcohol. Oh, okay. I see. Naruhodo. Wow. Oh, it means your lower body part. I see. I didn't know that it could bruise. Interesting. Cup of Nuts, thank you so much for the super. At age 10, you were riding your bike and with a can in hand. Okay. Rubber on the handles had worn off, exposing metal. Oh. You lost control of the bike and felt squeezing your little finger between the asphalt and the handles, and you had to get 6 stitches. Ow! Oh man. Concrete hurts so much. Yeah. Oh dear. Jackal, thank you for the super. In the Navy, you used what's called a arresting cable to slow down ships when they land. One day, the cable snapped and caught you in the hand. It didn't cut it off, but it almost shattered your hand. Ow! Oh, is your hand okay? Oh my gosh, did it heal completely? Oh my gosh, that sounds scary. You meant planes. A arresting cable for the plane when they land. Okay, not with the ship when they land. Ow! Those are sharp and heavy as hell. Oh my. You broke your arm while arm wrestling? Twisted off your humerus? That was a rough week. Ow! Oh man. One time you took a hard fall while playing basketball, dislocating your kneecap. Ow! Yeah, you had to pop it back in somehow and get back up, and after that, you switched to golf. Oh my gosh. I've never dislocated anything before. I've never even twisted my ankle. I think I have maybe very flexible ankles, so like every time I have like hiked where I was like, you know, wearing hiking shoes, and then my ankle would roll sideways, I've just unrolled it. Like I would just like go back to walking because I think my ankle is like, it's like flexible enough where even if it rolls 90 degrees, it's like fine. Like, I won't twist it. Maybe I have just a super flexible ankle. I don't know. I've been very lucky that, like, even while wearing like tall shoes as I do, if I roll my ankle to the side, I've never twisted it. Yeah, maybe I just have very flexible ankles. Because I hear that when you twist it even once, it'll start becoming easier to twist in the future, there. So everybody who like has twisted their ankle before starts like kind of twisting it easily in the future, ne? So yeah, I'm very lucky to not have had that. Yeah. You took a hard fall playing tag, tumbled really hard, rolled upright with the shattered forearm. The pain didn't register until much later. Oh wow. You touch poison ivy. What? Oh my gosh. Wait, what happens when you do that? Oh dear. Don't touch poison ivy, guys. Don't go outside. Don't hike. You might get infected with ticks. And you might die. Yeah. Soon be soon. Thank you for the super. When you were a stupid baby, you pulled a street cat's tail hard and it cut your arm really badly. The cat did? Oh no. And you had to go to the hospital. You learned your lesson. Oh no. Can cats give you, like, I don't know, if it's a street cat, can they give you diseases from scratching you? Take care, be careful. Yeah. You once nearly got headbutted down the castle stairs by a goat that was living there. Luckily, you managed to grab the handrails. Oh my gosh. Grisva, thank you so much for the 500 bits. So as a child, you played with friends using a pipe that was gun-shaped. A pipe that was gun-shaped. And you came up with a brilliant idea of doing, like, a drill with it that consisted of climbing a ladder with it and then throwing it on the ground and climbing off. You got hit with the pipe and nearly lost an eye because of this. You were incredibly lucky that you wore a World War II tank helmet when you were playing? Why were you wearing a tank helmet? Where is this occurring? What? Where is this playing occurring where you were wearing a World War II tank helmet? What? In Poland. Oh my gosh, I see. You also have one of those. Oh wow. Wow, I see. Because Europe is a permanent war zone. Oh no. It's because a tank helmet is awesome. What does it look like? A World War II tank helmet. For sale. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh, it's like one of those old-timey helmets that like the people in those like old Ghibli films used to wear when they would drive those like old planes, I think. Skeeny, thank you so much for the super. Not so long ago you were working on a what's a lathe? Laugh. You got your hand too close to the chuck and a jaw hit your fingernail and you had to use a needle to push under the nail so the blood could flow to avoid losing. Ah! Ite! No! Not under the nails! Ah! Ow! Oh man. It's like in the few episodes that I watched of Orb, the anime Orb, about the Earth being round. And what was it? The method of torture? The preferred method of torture in that anime was prying off somebody's fingernails until they would speak. Very painful. I didn't enjoy watching the torture scenes. Please, no more. It was so painful. Yeah. The Chinese bamboo shoots torture. Oh no. The Balkans and the former Warsaw Pact members compete to see who is the wildest, crazy, reckless maniacs. Oh dear. We have a lot of you guys in the chat. You once fell off the motorcycle when you were heading home from school and scraped up your knee all the way home, but because of the adrenaline, you didn't notice it, so instead of inconveniencing anyone and bleeding out in the car, you walked your way to the hospital. When you got there, you sat down, patiently waited for the room and waited instead of asking for help. The doctor was so confused when he saw you sitting there waiting for your turn as you were bleeding out of your knee. Oh my gosh, did you get the blood on the floor? That's very bad. What anime is that? It's the one called Orb. O-R-B? Orb. Yeah. It's quite good if you like that sort of serious anime, but I think I'm not much like for super serious type anime like this. It's too serious for me. I don't know. Sometimes when I watch anime, I feel like I just want to relax. So Orb was a bit too much for me. Bag of Skellige, thank you for 100 bits. One of your neighborhood childhood friends liked to egg his dad on. He once smacked him in the back of the head and called him a fat head. So your friend, to be saved from the belt, chose to climb on top of the steep rooftop of the house. And what did the father do? He started throwing rocks at him. And when the friend came down, he started to give him the Homer Simpson treatment. What does this mean? AKA choke him. And you all witnessed him. One neighbor begged him to stop. And his reply was that he's got a spare son. Oh my gosh. Wow. Congratulations on your 10k bits badge. Invested for the trauma damage, yes. You have to pay for all the damage you have caused. Chekia, thank you so much for the orange super. Arigatou gozaimasu. You got your tooth knocked out and they had to glue it. Wait. And they had to glue it to a surgical wire and other 3 top front teeth with acid. Your lips were also extremely painfully dry afterwards. Wait, they can glue your teeth back? What the heck? Because you had a mouth stretcher in while they looked for the acid. What? That's crazy. They can glue your teeth back? I didn't know this. As someone who has never lost teeth in such a way. Oh my gosh. Wow. Blake Wickle, thank you so much for the super. Wait, what? Yeah, huh? I know. They can? Oh my gosh. They can sort of glue it. Oh, I see. Cyber Amaru, thank you so much for the super. Back in school, you were running down the stairs. You missed a step, panicked, jumped to a lower step, and landed on your ankle. You were shy, so you never told teacher and pushed through the pain. Then your ankle was swollen for a few days. Wow. See, that's classic, like, just twisting your ankle straight up. He threw rocks at him. Why? The story was because the son smacked the dad in the back of the head and called him names. And then the father, to get back at him, chased him with a belt. But then the son ran to the top of the roof. And then the father started choking him when he got him. Okay. But yeah, that's a story. It was glued to hold it in place. Thankfully, the root kind of took back the gum. Oh, okay. So it's like nature reclaims everything kind of thing. Because your gums are alive. And they will grow back and seal the tooth back. They kanji kana. It's like a growing tree in its roots, kind of. You just finished eating your succulent roast chicken amidst all these stories. Let's go! I hope you had a yummy roast chicken. Yeah. QB35467, thank you so much for the super. The above nail story reminded you of the scene in Higurashi where Mion was forced to use the nail puller device on herself. Ow! Ow! All of this sounds so painful. No way. Nothing this crazy has happened to me. Only some very bad knee scraping and maybe a few broken bones. Oh. Doctor gave it a year tops, but it has been holding 12 years now. Oh wow, so you had the tooth fixed for 12 years. That's good. That's good. Couple nuts, thank you so much for the super. You ruined your aunt's day off by jumping backwards on the sofa with your brother. The sofa had wooden armrests and you had... So you misjumped? And then you hit the wooden armrest? Oh my gosh. Strider, thank you for the super. When you were 7th grade, fellow student cut you with a pencil sharpener blade that left a 3-inch star on your forearm. Ow! I can't believe a pencil sharpener blade is that sharp. Some of these stories remind me of the story that my friend told me where she once dropped the knife that she was holding in the kitchen and then it just stabbed her foot. And then she had to go to the hospital. Don't drop your knives! I always think about, like, when I'm holding a knife, I'm like, oh no, I better hold it far away from me so that even if I drop it, I don't stab my foot. I always think about that now. Oh my gosh. I feel like they have to make knives so that if you drop them, the handle should be heavier so that it would drop handle first, hopefully. I don't know. Yeah. Always careful when you lose a knife. Yeah. I've had a couple of close incidents where I had the knife in the drying rack area of my kitchen sink. And as I was like putting other like cutlery in there, like I've like, you know, touched it too close. I'm like, oh, and then looked at my finger and it's like, oh, I'm fine. But yeah. Careful to not slice myself while doing the washing. Yeah. Falling knives with no handles, oh dear. But then the knife could bounce dangerously, true. You can see the dad is quick to get angry. It didn't help that your friend loved to escalate things between them. Since anytime he missed, he called him a blind idiot, oh no! Higurashi was so gruesome, oh no. When you were a child, you were run over by a bicycle, oh no. Wow. Grisva, thank you so much for 500 bits. Story number 2, which you think was chronologically before the pipe, was that you had a massive sheet of metal standing in the garden. You knew of it, but as evening came, you completely forgot while playing in the dark and you ran into it at full speed. Next thing you remember was feeling something wet in your neck and you went to your parents to check it and came out everything was bloody. Next memory is doctor standing over you and turns out that you almost cut an artery and you're lucky. Oh my gosh! Wow, see, it's like running into a knife, like a sharp blade. Because you forgot, because you're playing in the dark. Don't play in the dark, guys! Don't do it! Wow. Your great-grandpa didn't let you climb on his garage roof, so when he caught you doing it, he yelled every profanity in the Hungarian language. Then picked up the garden hose, blasted you with water to get you off. Well, it worked because you lost balance, slipped, and fell into the trash can next to the garage. And after you recovered, he bribed you to never tell anyone what caused you to fall 3 meters. Oh no. Trogdor, thank you so much for the orange super. When playing on the monkey bars in the rain as a child, oh no, this setup. Your hand slipped reaching for the bar. You spun a complete circle, snapping your wrist, fell off, pile driving the ground with your elbow and tripped the ball. Ah! It's like your Looney Tunes character. What the heck? If you were Bugs Bunny, you would have been fine. This Bugs Bunny does this all the time. Wow. Varicus Gellish, thank you for the 100 bits. You know, the first time you ever hit your head was when you were a few months old, and what happened was that you were sitting on your dad's lap, he was not paying attention, and then you smacked your head into the wooden table. The family doctor came and stitched your head up and said, you know, it's considered good luck if the kids hit their heads on wood, and he was not wrong. Oh dear. Wow. Pug Gorilla, thank you so much for the super. Back in elementary during recess, one of your classmates pushed you off the slide by accident, and she apologized and cried, and you didn't think much of it. You didn't realize that it was broken until later that night. Oh my gosh, what was broken? What, did you break a bone or something? Wow, you broke your head open similarly, what, by falling off the monkey bars? Oh wow. Wow, as a child, I did used to, like, so I used to play on the monkey bars, but I used to do a thing where I would, like, swing up so that my legs would grab the bars, like 2 bars in front, and then I would, like, be able to sit on top of the monkey bars, and then I would, like, stand on the top of the monkey bars, and then climb up on top of there was, like, this little rooftop thing above the monkey bars. I would climb up even further, higher, and then all the kids would just be, like, sitting up there, and it was so dangerous, but we used to do that all the time as kids. Yeah. All the royal kids and the noble kids nearby, like, we would all just, like, climb on top of the monkey bars and into the awning kind of above that. And then, I mean, nobody ever fell, but it was definitely very dangerous. I think, you know, if people did fall off and broke something, it would have been very bad. Yeah. You're typing in a rush because you're late for work. Also, please, hopefully get safely to work. Hello, hello. Welcome, Raiders. You missed some very good stories, so far. Hello, villagers. Today we are talking about the very antithesis of the forehead kiss. We are talking about, the forehead twist, actually. It's the situation where you are on the monkey bars and then you twist your arm 360 degrees and you fall down and hit your forehead. And then you twist everything in your body. So, yes. Pug Gorilla, thank you, 6 months membership. Paying your rent for 6 months to Pink Creature of the Night. And also, you meant to say that you didn't realize your arm was broken until later. Oh my gosh, I see. Well, hope it recovered well and have a good day at work. Anson Oberlin, thank you so much for the super. You bit your tongue so bad that you had to get stitches in it as a kid. Wait, why did you bite your tongue so hard? Also, thanks to Gifted. Yeah, thank you. Topic for today is injury dumping. Now, cause he's a cringe. I think so far the worst is the fingernail injury and then twisting your wrist 360 to completely snap it. What the heck? Oh, twisting your wrist 180 degrees to snap it off the monkey paws. What the heck? That's insane. Anson Oberlin, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah. Falls on your forehead once, entire body twists. Yes. The forehead kissed the floor, exactly. A forehead smack. Yes. And you survived to tell and laugh about it. Yup. You have one? Okay. You were driving a scooter and your smart ass thought that it would be cool to do a wheelie in front of the wheel until you tripped and fell and hit your solar plexus in the middle of the street. Ow! Ow! Oh my gosh. Not Mr. G, thank you so much for 4 months membership. They say hitting your head is nature's way of calling you a dumbass. After hearing these stories, it is clear she does not like us much. You mean Mother Nature? Oh my gosh. You broke your collarbone snow skiing. Ow! You landed on one of your posts. Ow! Oh! You stabbed yourself with your ski. Ow! Oh my gosh. Why are we sharing our injuries? Because it's today's topic. You broke your shoulders once as a kid, but you know recollection of it. Oh, that's very lucky that you remember. You were running in kindergarten, you tripped, and then a tiny rock and pebble got a tiny rock/pebble in your head. Ooh. You fell on your face. You fell on your face on asphalt, and your teeth went through your cheek. Right under your nose. Ah! We already had another story of somebody's teeth going through their mouth. Ow! Okay, we had another story of somebody stabbing themselves with a tool, and then their teeth also went through their mouth, so their mouth, the cheek skin. So, oh, you're the second one who had teeth go through your skin. Oh my gosh. The more you hear these stories, the more you wish not to leave the house. You fell on your chin when you hit the pavement. Bottom teeth slammed into your upper teeth. Needed chin stitches and a dental implant and a crown later. Oh my gosh, that's insane. You had another injury as a kid where after watching an unhealthy amount of fan-made lightsaber fights on YouTube, your stupid baby brain went that you want one, and then you went and got a piece of irrigation pipe that was perfectly lightsaber hilt length and decided to cut it with a kitchen knife to make the top half look like Anakin's lightsaber, while cutting your hand slipped and you cut the knuckle of your thumb really deep, and you never went to the hospital because your parents never found out until it was already healed. Oh my gosh! Hey, you were a kid with a dream. You were a kid and you were also resourceful. You tried to make use of what you had. It's actually a little bit cute. It's like you wanted so badly to have a lightsaber, you took matters into your own hands, and then you hurt yourself doing it. But it's like, you know, all this boy wanted was a lightsaber. Come on, nuts! Thank you so much for the super. Riding bikes with your brother, he decides to play chicken with you. You panic, fell, jabbing the handlebar into your groin, and you had to have blood drained. Ow! Taya, thank you so much for 5 months membership. You're very worried about Malice survival today. Oh my gosh. Yeah, oh my gosh. Well, you know, everybody here has lived to tell the story, so I think everybody's been lucky enough to not have the injury be fatal. These are just simple curses of the Silver Cross, that's why you must be careful. Yes, indeed. You saw a guy try to bite another guy's forearm in a grappling tournament and trying to escape a choke. The forearm just snapped half the teeth off and he got up. Oh my gosh. Your old house used to have a glass door shower? You didn't even slam it when closing it one time. The whole thing shattered! And you filled the whole bottom of the tub with glass. What? Wow. I think that's the work of the Silver Cross. It's the only way it could be explained. M&M 2 pounding corrupted. Thank you for the super. When you were a kid, you rode with your grandpa and your uncle in a really cramped old car, pushed up to the door, and during the ride, it opened in the middle of the curve. You fell out en route, scratching your whole chest and belly, and it stung for 2 months. Ow! Wait, you fell off the car? You fell out of the car? Like you were escaping in a Mission Impossible movie. Escaping a kidnapping. Shoei, thank you so much for 6 months membership. You fractured both sides of your ankle after the surgery and PT. The doctor gave you the green light even though you had one appointment and never went back. Wow. Oh my gosh. Vargaskellish, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Don't worry, Malice. Majority of you are Slavic. This is the common thing to happen in the 90s and the 2000s. Nowadays, Slavic kids are too soft for the things that you did. Also, one time you got splashed hot grease onto your hand because an idiot was fooling around with a plate. Still got a mini burn scar on your wrist. Oh my gosh! Wow. So you're seeing the young Slavic children are no longer like hardened warriors like those who grew up in the 90s and the 2000s. I see. You once blocked a pair of scissors with your fist, and then there's a gash on your pinky finger. No bleeding, but flesh can still be seen. Still have a dented scar. Your mother was aiming for the computer cables. Wait, what? Oh, because your mother was trying to cut your computer cables and you defended your computer. Wow. 8 Fook 768. Thank you so much for 5 months membership. Whoa. Ooh, what does that mean? I don't know what that means. Thank you, Alpha Kappa Beta, for 6 months subscription. Arigatou gozaimasu. In 2nd grade, you broke a leg playing soccer, and luckily it didn't break the skin. When you tried to walk on your foot, it turned 180 degrees! Wait, you broke your leg while playing soccer? And then your foot turned 180 degrees backwards, and the doctor said it was worse than if a kid was hit by a car. That's crazy. You also have a burn scar on your hand because your grandma told you not to touch the hot clothes iron. Ah! Hojo Man, thank you so much for the super. When you were walking to kindergarten class, on your way, your sweater got caught on a fence and you tugged too hard, fell face first into a mound of cement. Only got scars and a speech impediment for a bit after the hospital. Wow. Did your speech impediment heal? That's crazy. Thank you for the super, Glickwickle. Guys, I don't think Malice insurance covers any of these. Oh no. Oh my god, yeah, we're finding out the limits of human body by going past them. Yes, this is like the Olympics. We're finding out the human limits here. Yes, May is ending already. January started last week and now it's almost June. We're halfway through the year. Ah! One reviving month is not enough. Oh no. You once opened the escape hatch from an airplane and jumped into the Pacific? There's no way. When you wish for owl powers, but the genie is a jerk. Oh dear. Oh man. When you were playing floor hockey in high school and you got tripped, your foot turned 180 degrees and dislocated, and also completely broke your fibula You had to walk and ride the train home anyway. Oh no! What's with people's arms and legs turning 180 degrees? Stop doing that! Ow! No more! Wow. Yamete! Stay safe. You can't let the Silver Cross get you like this. I know they're going around twisting your arms and legs like you're Bugs Bunny in the Looney Tunes. But you have to run away like Bugs Bunny too. Turns out they aren't supposed to move like that. Exactly. Some years ago, you fell while skiing in the mountains. You tore ligaments in your shoulder and finger and had a purple chest for a while. Ah! Yeah, I'm lucky that, like, when I was falling from all the snowboarding that I was doing when I was learning with my sister, that, like, I didn't get hurt a lot. But I did have a couple of bad falls that had me lying there for a while. And the instructor actually just told me to stop. I think it's time for you to stop. And I was like, yes, you're right. I don't think I will snowboard again. I think from now on, only skiing for me because, I think I don't have the kind of balance and talent for snowboarding, and I think I may injure myself before I ever get good at it. I may seriously injure myself before I actually get good at it, so yeah. Malice said, stop doing that like you woke up and decided to hurt yourself today. Stop! Stop doing that! So in Russia, kids like to do something very funny called riding atop of trains. And you can imagine how many get ended by smacking a high-speed sign or a metal bar or a bridge. Oh my gosh. You know, that happens to Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible all the time. He's always riding atop of trains, and then suddenly it's like, oh, a tunnel is coming! Oh no! What's he gonna do? Dun 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 dun. but Mission Impossible is not real life! Once you were splitting wood and one of the swings missed the target, you managed to pull back your leg, but the axe still hit your ankle and sliced up the skin! You axed your own ankle? Your only luck was that pulling your leg away prevented you from splitting your ankle. Ow! You almost chopped your own leg off! Not another face clip, but thank you so much for the super. It's like we really need a group revive right now. That's right, oh my gosh. They jump over the beams and they crawl under the tunnels, this is true. Your favorite childhood activity being on top of trains. Oh no. You do not meet the dex requirements for that quest line. You have trouble riding on one side, skiing is a bit easy. Yeah, I think I have decent balance with things like rollerblading and ice skating. So I think skiing would probably be easier for me. Yeah. Oh man. Your younger brother fell off concrete retaining wall and cracked his head open. Luckily for him, you were right outside a pharmacy. Oh my. There's so many painful stories. Ah! Unbelievable. I'm only at an hour in. And it's very traumatizing. We'll do a group revive right at the end of the stream. The worst lingering injury that you have is a twisted ankle that gives out at inconvenient times. Oh my. It's unrealistic. Tom Cruise is short enough to not have to dodge. Oh my gosh. I started yes. You thought you were gonna miss all the yap? No. I mean, I'll be here, but like, yeah, I had to start early today because of my parents arriving soonish. Every week, at least one Malistocrat has a near-death experience. Oh no. Subi soon, thank you for the super. Once you had every atom in your body vaporized to nothing with a ray gun and needed a band-aid and a kiss to get better. Are you Snow White? Like revived with a kiss? From the dead? This is a share all the gruesome injuries and near-death stories. Yep, yes. One time you were riding your bike as a kid and fell, but you were wearing your helmet and had no injuries save minor scrapes. That's good. That's good. Yeah. These injuries make you feel thankful for taking shrapnel. Why'd you take shrapnel? No! Wow. You almost crashed yesterday from sudden rain. Oh no. Imagine if all of this is standard trading to become Malice Knights. Thank you for the super QB39467. Arigato. Wow, standard trading. Right, to be to be promoted from a noble aristocrat to wait, what could be above though? Like a high-ranking aristocrat priest or something. Maybe this is the kind of training that all of the Grand Dukes of Evermore have endured, and that's how you become the Grand Duke, the Milister Monarch. Yeah, exactly. The Grand Bishop of the Malistocracy. Can you be a backliner and just be a mage? The lead, the head of the magic tower. Something like that. Rava X, thank you for the super. You were really into WWE as a kid and wrestled with your brother. You dove from the sofa, but his knees were up. So you landed on your jewels, and they swelled up and turned purple for a while. Oh no! Wait, does that mean that you landed on your brother's knees? Oh dear. Oh dear. The closest one that you ever had was a normal blister on your foot from soccer practice, which got infected. Blood poisoning, red line got to your knee. Ow! Good thing penicillin is a thing. Yeah, everything changed when penicillin was invented. Greetings, Princess Malice. May you be addressed as Empress Malice now that you won the Road to Empress yesterday, or should we wait for the sequel? No, the main character of Road to Empress is not yet the Empress. In fact, she is technically towards the end of the first story a nun in the monastery. So actually she's been demoted. So not yet. I am still the Crown Princess of Valis. Yes, this is why Malistocrats must be kept safe in jail, so that you cannot endanger yourself by walking into a bar, literally. By walking yourself into a bar and hammering your own forehead. Your brother once lost a nail because of the heavy lid of a storm drain. Slammed down your finger. Ah! This happened after your mother told you not to play with it. Ow! Ow! No! Ite! Yeah. Oh, ite! Are you really safer in jail? Yes, you are, of course. Under my protection, you shall be safe. You're surprised you do not need the secret police to keep an eye out on the Malistocrats? Oh dear. So ne? Keeping you in jail won't keep you from doing dumb stunts. Oh no. That's why there's still the monthly revives. Just in case. If you don't hurt yourself, how can you become a duke? You must prove your power. Yes, you must prove your loyalty to the Verlician cause. They're secret police after all. How do you know they're not watching? Well, you must also keep safe from the Silver Cross. One time while coming back from your grandmother's house, you were getting out of your dad's truck, and by what you can only describe as somehow you slammed your thumb in the car door. Ow! Screamed, and your dad ran around, opened the door, and your thumb was bruised and the skin was cut. And then your dad took you inside, patched you up. To this day, you still don't know how you managed to hurt yourself in such a manner. Wait, what? So you slammed your thumb into the door somehow. Oh, wow. Ow. Yeah, or like how people sometimes close car doors onto their hands. Oh my gosh. Or like they slam the trunk of like cars into their hands. Ow. That's why trunks close slowly now. Yeah. There was a kid, you go outside your friends, you tried to cross the street. The police grabbed your arm as you watched the car run full speed past you. Ooh, so the policeman saved your life. Wow. And the secret police were stopped after they started joining in. Ooh. They said, watch this cool trick. Nah. You see videos of people trying to test the auto block on trunks and getting their hands stuck anyway. Wait, why would they test it on their hands? Wouldn't you test it on something else? I don't know. Oh, なるほどね. Just to prove that it's safe. Wow. Right, they could have used anything else. A hot dog, yeah. I guess it's like in, where did this happen? The poisoned apple, Snow White. The poisoned apple where... What was it? Did she cut it in half and the other person took one bite of the non-poisoned half? And it was safe? Because you have to, like, show something is safe by using your own body to show that, so that she could eat the poisoned apple, right? Yeah, so it's like you have to eat the poisonous food to show that it's not poisonous, so that the other person could be safely poisoned, like in those shows. So then that's why you have to close the car door onto your hand to show that it won't snap your hand off, but then it does, so... Yeah. You have to use your limbs for testing and research. So like human Melistocrat testing? Human testing? Real life testing to make sure the product is really, really safe. So, you know, just try to... I understand you're just trying to ensure that you have the utmost highest quality product, but you still have to not sacrifice yourself for the greater good like that. You have 4 limbs, so there's 4 failed tests allowed. Oh no. Oh dear. But it doesn't work with soup, true. You only have 1 body. You can't test the soup this way. It's like stopping a chainsaw by hand just to prove that it'll stop instead of, you know, putting a piece of pork. Ow! Oh my gosh. The Royal Melistocrat test dummy before it gets the Verilicia approval. When we do the testing, we get out of jail for a bit. Is it a moment of freedom? You do all other crazy things, but when it comes to soup, you'll skip it. That's good. It's for your safety. So if all the Melistocrats agree, we'll start all the Zatsuyap with trauma topics. Please say A. Oh my gosh. I mean, if you have a new trauma, like every week, to say so, in the chat, feel free. Feel free. It is now Verilician culture, to come to the Temple of Evermore to pray for future luck and safety by, you know, telling the story of your latest mishap. You donate to the temple, and then you pray, put your hands together, you pray, and you tell them about your latest mishap, your latest near-death experience, and you hope for, you know, for the Evermore Temple to keep you safe for another week. The weekly trauma roundup. Are you still alive? That's actually a really funny weekly series. Except you guys will definitely run out of trauma stories to say for sure. Finally, a VTuber that wants chat to trauma dump. A weekly trauma roundup. A weekly series. Oh my gosh. Are you sure about that? Oh no. If we do this every week, you're gonna run out of crazy stories to tell. A new trauma every week to share is definitely the craziest sentence you've heard for a year. Oh dear. Once you had a car door slam on your head! How do you do that? You had a fever that day and you were with your dad. A door slipped from your hand and you were getting out and you closed the door on your head. And then it gave you a headache. Okay, at least you only escaped with a headache. That's good. Oh no. Wow. Defective Potato, thank you so much for the super. You just woke up and you're still half asleep. Woe is me. I don't think you'll make it. You don't think you'll make it? Oh no, this is today's new trauma. Be honest with you, with all these new different ways to injure yourselves, how cooked are we? I mean, honestly, for humans or mortals, anything can happen at any time. Accidents can happen at any time, so, you know. It's like, live your life genuinely, how you want it to be, you know? Yeah. One day you went outside in flip-flops after a few hours after it rained, and there were dead branches on the ground. One stabbed you between the toes. Ow! And it was very bloody. You never wore flip-flops again. Ow! That hurts! What the heck? No, because, you know, there was the story about how there were just these women who were, like, on their lunch break at work, walking around, like, Yokohama or something. And then, right at that moment, somebody, like, you know, jumped off the building that they were walking beside. And the body landed on one of the women. And, like, the woman was just walking during lunch break and she died. So, like, you have to be very careful. Yeah, this is a story that happened in Japan, I think, a year or two ago? It was a while back, but like, yeah. Yeah, it just happened. Somebody was walking underneath and then because the body landed on them, like, well, both died. So, you know, it's like yeah. Like they drag somebody random with them kind of. So you have to be careful out there, but also, you know, accidents can happen. So it's like, you know, yeah. Live well. That was on the news. Yes, it was. Are we doing grim stories? Ah, we should save that for another stream. Oh no, the body slam gone wrong. Oh no. Yeah, please watch out for falling corpses. This is true. I think about that sometimes, and it's like, wow, anything can really happen. Like insane coincidences. Nah. Be responsible even in your last moments. Yeah. Or just, I don't know. It's like, make sure you're living your life how you want it to be, you know? QB3Y467, thank you for the super. When you were deployed for OIF3, you were woken up by a loud explosion, and later that day, EOD techs came by and told you that the only reason your team and you were alive was because a hill blocked a mortar round from hitting you. Ooh. Oh dear. I don't know what those acronyms mean, but I'm glad that you were alive because a hill blocked you. But you know, it means that you weren't meant to die, and I'm glad you're here with us. Yeah, we might need some wholesome stories. You know, for Christmas Eve last year, I asked chat to submit wholesome stories to read, and I didn't get very many wholesome story submissions actually. So I think the desire to tell wholesome, nice stories is a lot lower than the desire to tell traumatizing, crazy stories. So I think there's a much bigger demand for trauma dumping than there is to tell nice stories. Chat. Oh my. I see. Yeah. There were a couple of stories where you live about bricks loosening up, falling, and killing people. Same with branches. Oh dear. You'll see the story once. You at the funeral, and one of the carriers of the coffin got weak. No! Oh! one of the carriers of the coffin got weak, the casket dropped, as well as the body came out, and no one was happy. The woman who's crying and screaming like a banshee. Wait, what do you mean the woman? You mean the person who was meant to be dead was not dead, or what? Like, what? What do you mean? Which woman? Who's the woman? Yabe! That's insane. Oh no. Wholesome stories are less exciting. Don't have any to tell because they don't seem that interesting. So I guess it's harder to remember as well. You remember all the bad things that happen a lot more. Yeah. You mean the widow? Oh, I was like, who's the woman? In caps. Oh. Wholesome is a luxury that many of you do not have. Naruhodo. Yeah. Quite. When you were in high school, one of the teachers made you write nice things to everyone in class. You still have the notes. Looking at them makes you feel better when you're sad. True. It's the thing where they say, like, if you have issues with feeling thankful or, like, whatever, it's like every day you're supposed to write down one thing that made you thankful for today, and it helps you kind of situate yourself, I guess, to feel, I don't know, just, like, grateful for being here, in a way. Like, something that you're thankful for, something that you feel good about. Keep yourself kind of positive. Cuckoo Jester, thank you so much for subscribing for 8 months. One time you woke up really groggy and felt as if something was missing. You did a few stretches and went on your morning routine thinking about what was wrong. And afterwards, you sat down at your desk and you put on your favorite streamer. And it was then that you saw what was wrong. You shakily moved your hand over your mouse and resolved the issue before things got worse. You weren't subbed to Malice Evermore. Ah! Oh no! So you woke up realizing that you weren't subscribed to Malice Evermore. Oh dear. Oh dear. Chat, is everybody subscribed to Malice Evermore? I think you should subscribe. Yeah, maybe that's the reason why you aren't getting enough rest. Yeah. You aren't feeling like your body's getting enough rest. Because you aren't following and subscribing to Malice Evermore. Oh dear. Yeah, these are true terror, true horror stories now. We are telling those. Oh dear. You're already subscribed? Nice, nice. That's good. That's good. Thank you. Appreciate it. The luck you need is to subscribe to Malice. That's true. It'll save you from, you know, really bad things happening. So, stay safe. I will protect you. The sleep paralysis demon is just a subscription notification reminder. Has anybody here ever had sleep paralysis demons, actually? Because every story I've ever heard from anybody who's had one is so scary. I've never had one, actually. Luckily, I've never experienced sleep paralysis, but every story that I've heard of people having sleep paralysis is so scary. Yeah. You're not doing this? You don't want to talk about your sleep paralysis demon? All the ones I've heard are so scary, because it's like you can't move your body, but you can feel somebody's watching you. You know? There's no demon? Really? In your sleep paralysis, you don't feel like somebody's watching you? Because every story I've heard of sleep paralysis is like, you can feel there's a shadow somewhere watching you, you know? QB3i467, thank you so much for the super. Plenty of wholesome stories to be had in 2 weeks. Looking forward to FaceCon and all the coffee stories. Already got your meet and greet tickets paid. Oh yeah, that's right. Guys, I will be at this meet and greet. 100%. I've already pre-scheduled everything. Like, I have everything in my calendar. And, you know, I'm actually going to be, doing my meet and greet on my work day. I even have to skip a meeting for it, I think. Because I normally have a Monday morning meeting that I have to say I have a very important matter that I cannot miss today at 10 a.m. JST. So I'm gonna attend my meet and greet through my work. Yeah. I also put my off-kai meet and greet into my phone already. And I put 2 reminders to be like, don't forget! Meet and greet this time! So this time I will be awake. Yes, because my... my off-kai meet and greet is gonna be at like 2 a.m. JST. So, cause my options were either 7 a.m. JST or 2 a.m. JST, and because it was going to be a Saturday night, or Sunday morning, I decided to make it 2 a.m. JST instead of 7 a.m. Yeah. So, yes, I shall be there. And also, it's shocking that off-kai janakute, FaceCon is already here. What? Can you believe it? It was so far away, and like, you know, it was all like, oh, it's not announced yet. Is it really coming? Is it really going to happen? And here it is happening. In like 3 weeks' time, yeah. Less than 3 weeks' time, right? Admin Wonder, thank you so much for the super. Your sleep paralysis demon is Samsung morning alarm. It made it sound borderline demonic, half asleep, and you changed it the next day. Oh dear. Yes, me and BB have our MGs at the same time, so actually we'll be able to remind each other. For FaceCon, we have the same time. But I figured it's okay, even if you want to meet both of us, because the meet and greet is like not that long, so you'll easily be able to do both meet and greets without issue, because it's an hour slot. You should be able to do one of them first and then the other one quickly. So yeah. Yeah, you should be able to do both in the same slot, no problem, because it's not a long slot or anything. So yeah. Never had a sleep paralysis, but you have rote hypnosis. What does that mean? She wanted to use me as a constant reminder of it. Oh my gosh. Yo, because I was actually, when I met up with her for lunch the other day, I was showing her my calendar and how I already had all of my FaceCon events as calendar events on my phone, on my Google Calendar, so that I would know when everything is in JST. I already converted all the times to make sure I had everything in there. So I always know what to do. Yeah. So... surely the time limit will be enforced this time. Yeah. You can't go to FaceCon, but your friend can, so you send a message through them. Okay. Okay, looking forward to it. Yeah. You remember when FaceCon was just a postcard teaser at the last off-kai? Yeah, it really became a real thing. Excited for that to happen. It should be a good time, I hope. Yeah. I do need to ask about, like, what... some of the paddles that I'll be a part of, I'm still not sure what I'm doing, so I need to check. Yeah. So, eh? Do you want to write some wait, I don't know what... I don't know, are we allowed to receive gifts at FaceCon? Is that a thing? Because actually, like, sending the gifts and all that is very difficult logistically, so... honestly, because I don't know whether the gift would be able to get to me. Oh, only letters. Okay. Okay. Ah, okay. Yeah. In that case, if you want to write a fan letter, I'd be happy. Yeah, but only if you want to. I would really appreciate it, though, so thank you. Yeah, but don't worry if you can't. I'm gonna be very happy to see those of you who can make it to the MNG and stuff, so, Yeah. Road hypnosis is an altered mental state where the driver operates a vehicle for long distances with no conscious memory of doing so. What? So it's like blacking out, but driving. Huh? You fell out of a go-kart riding at high speed and drifted on one leg, with one leg on asphalt, ripped the lower leg almost to the bone and was on verge of losing it. It healed in 4 months! That's insane. I know a few years back, Leah's chat chose to buy the face coffee of her flavor and gift it to her. And she got so fed up with it, her whole room was full of it. Oh no. Yeah, so no gifts. It's okay, I'm already getting the face coffee myself. Yeah, so it should be all good. I'm already getting my own face coffee, so I also got the tasting set, so I'm gonna be able to taste. I should be able to do a hand cam or something, tasting all of the Saga coffees and like, you know, reviewing them. So that should be a fun stream to do. Yeah. Maybe that's something I should do with BB. I'll ask her once we get our like tasting sets. Because when you brew coffee, you actually have to make a bit, right? And we don't want to drink that much, so maybe we should rank the coffees together or like review the coffees together. I'll ask her. Yeah, that should be a fun thing to do. I have a coffee grinder, so I could bring it to grind the beans. Yeah. You're already gifting me with your family-friendly stories involving bugs and injuries. This is true. Chat, you've already gifted me many gifts this stream. No need for more gifts. That's something that Rudy does. She's very into coffee. Ooh, okay. Very cool. Yeah, I think it would be nice to also tell you guys about what the different coffees taste like, so you can also make a decision of which coffee you would like to get. Or you can just try the taster too. Yeah. And also to split the caffeine load among the two of you. Exactly. Exactly. I would have to like brew an espresso amount of coffee for each one in order to not overdose on too much coffee. Yeah. So ne. Yeah, let me check my messages, see where my parents are now. Wish to get, well, the Malice Evermore coffee, of course. This is true. This is true. But I still, you know, want to be able to tell you about the flavors of all different coffees. But hopefully mine is gonna be good tasting, so you would enjoy it. But I shall see. I also need to receive it first. I'm waiting. But yeah. You noticed that a few of the Saga coffees are planning on changing the bean use. Really? Backer Skellige, thank you so much for 100 bits. You're the gift that keeps on giving. If you think that you're out of crazy stories, you are sorely mistaken. But that is all for today. You are the omni-slav that roaches cannot disease you, metal beams fear you, and hot grease washes over you like water. It's like, I bathe in the hot grease. The lava is my pond. My backyard is lava. And my regular floor is also lava, and you walk on it. If the description of the website is accurate, you can see if that actually happens or not. I see. You're the Florida man of the Slavic people. Oh man. Surely there are some who saw the coffee booth at a con and went. What the hell, sure? Wonder if there are any viewers who were introduced to Phase through coffee? Nai desho ne. It's like, oh, I don't care about VTubing, but this coffee's really nice, so I guess I will watch the VTuber. I feel like there's not a lot in common in those things. It's okay, Melistocrats get revived every week. This is true. You don't see how that's even possible? Oh dear. Yeah. So ne. Outside, it is 28 degrees, but your room is a cozy 35 degrees since it's a small room running a PC. Oh no. Oh no. Oh man. It's time for Europe to get their air conditioning. I don't know what's going on. I feel like people get very pissed when you say, I think you should just buy an AC. And then people are like, I can't! And it's like, why not? But you know, in Japanese stores too, like, they have these portable ACs that they can buy that they just route the hot air out the window. So, where there's a will, there's a way. There are window AC units that you can also install too. In desperate times, you know? Yeah. The AC is so expensive in the EU. You just have to also turn it on only at the hottest times, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. As long as it doesn't hit 40 degrees, you'll live. Daniel Smith, thank you so much for 6 months membership. Those two coffee bros, the anime girl saleswomen, are a little quirky, but you do love your dark roast, indeed. Your building is protected, you can't have modifications. Having to keep the stupid single-pane windows as well. Wait, but there's, like, window ACs, like, or ACs that, like, portable ACs, you know? So... let me show you a picture. It's very rough, and, you know, not ideal, not the best, but it's better than nothing, I would say. Like... There's this kind of thing, where it literally routes the hot air through a tube, out the window, like so. Yeah. Old style windows won't fit those? Wait, what are these old style windows? So your window doesn't have a hole? Your window doesn't have a gap? I mean, it doesn't even need to be fully sealed in an emergency situation. Yeah. You could just, like, put a cloth on it. Or, I think in Japan, because some old houses also don't have AC, what they do usually is have a bucket of ice. And then you just blow a fan over the ice to cool the room. That's what some old people do, because they don't like to turn on AC here too. But a lot of old people in Japan also die of heat stroke every year, so... but it's one trick that people do with the ice bucket. Yeah. You always forget to drain them? Yeah. Yeah, having an AC like that, as long as you can hold the window ajar, should be able to cool the room. Right? You can put something underneath to hold it up. Maybe. I mean, it's just an emergency situation. Hopefully not too many days of the year are that hot, but... Yeah. Does the ice thing actually work? Yes, it does. I believe so. A lot of, Japanese people whose older homes don't have AC do that, so there's a lot of tricks here, I'd say. Yeah. You have double-layered windows that open like doors. Not single-pane sliding ones. But can it open just a little bit, just enough for the tube to go through? And then you can just try to block, you know, the rest of the window with a curtain or something. It doesn't have to be completely sealed. I see. I don't know. I feel like there's got to be something. There's got to be something you can do. Really? There's nothing? Ice bucket. Portable AC. Some kind of portable... I don't know. Put it out the door or something if you have to. You know. Warm just your room and put the hot air out in the hallway. Okay? Just like, put the hot air out in the hallway. It doesn't matter. Just have one room that's cool. How about that? Yeah, you can just heat the rest of the house, yeah. Nah. Time to pull out the duct tape and make a makeshift Windows AC. Yeah, just open your large door opening window and then tape up the rest with duct tape, and then just have a small hole with your little like AC tube going through it. Yeah, something. Yeah. I think in some places, don't they like just open the AC to cool down? Just open the AC tonight. Open the fridge door to cool down. If you really don't have anything. A fridge would just be like it's basically an AC, but you keep food in it. So then, and the hot air comes out the back anyways. So then you just open the door and let the cold air out. Sometimes you'll need a lot of ice for it. If the rooms get really big / hot and melts the ice quickly. You'll need to like make a lot of it, yeah. Rest in peace, the electricity bill. Yeah, oh, something needs to be sacrificed for comfort. The fridge will produce more heat than cold. Then you should get a portable AC and route the heat out to the next room or out the window. Since, you know, many people can't afford ACs, the news made a show of how to cool down. One suggestion was to put underwear or bed pillows into the fridge. Oh, wow. Oh, to like cool it down when you wear it. They do sell lots of those like cooling neck cooling like neck rings, you know, the ones that you put into the fridge. They have a lot of these in Japan these days. You can buy them at any store, really. You refrigerate it and then you put it around your neck. And then once it's too warm again, you refrigerate it again. And then you put it around your neck. This. So these, you just refrigerate it. Yeah. These ones. And then you also have like a little hand fan. Hand fans are very popular now. Or like, I think nowadays they are also making like clothes that have fans inside. Wait, what was it? Oh, did you guys see? Wait, I showed you this on stream, right? The backpack with the fan. Backpack fan. Yeah, the backpack that blows air at your back. To keep you cool. But there's also this is true. The sweaters that have fans that you can wear. The vests that have built-in fans. Yeah. I think in Japan, a lot of the people who work outside in the summer wear those now. So you see a lot of people with those like bubbly, big like sweaters, like a fan vest. So all the people who work in construction outside or like traffic people are like wearing these vests. Have you seen these? Showing you the picture. One of these. So all these vests now have these fans inside to keep your body cool while you work outside, and it helps with like making sure you don't have too much heat buildup and, you know, airflow inside your clothing. Yeah. Risks of the batteries? I see. Yeah, I guess, I mean, I think nobody's had issues with this so far, and it's honestly become quite commonplace for people who work outside to wear, yeah. In Japan, you'll see a lot of people wearing this. Yeah. Like literally workers who work outside. こういう感じ. Like so. Oh, that's a big picture. Like so, yeah. It's quite common here now. You need that? It's a fan and a jacket, yes! They sell these in Japan regular. Actually, you could probably find it on Amazon around the world if you just look it up. Like a vest with a fan inside. Yeah, cooling fan vest. Just look that up if you're interested in that. It does look goofy. But I think a lot of people are wearing it here. It works, yeah. You've never seen them before. Yeah, it got popularized here a lot. They're making a lot of different designs of this nowadays. I guess because it's been getting hotter every year too. More concrete, less trees. You have to wear the yellow jackets all the time at work. Better than overheating in the summer. Yeah, are they loud? I don't think I've ever heard noise from it, but honestly, people who wear these are usually working outside where it's already loud, so I feel like it's probably not so much of an issue. Getting heat stroke from working outside, I'd say it's a good thing. Yeah. Wait, whoa. なるほどね. Yeah, there are lots of interesting designs these days for this. すごい. Yeah, so there's like this and the backpack fan, and then the hand fans that people are using. Like summer cooling item outside. Yeah, so ice boxes, fans, hats. Oh, what about also the neck fans is a thing. There's not just the cooling like things where you freeze it, but also the neck fans that people wear where it's literally an electric fan that you wear around your neck. This is also quite common here now in Japan. Yeah. Fanwear. Yeah, like this. Fanwear. Literally a fan you wear around your neck. There's so many pictures of this. But yeah, this is quite cooling too. Just like, always blowing air at you outside. Yeah, do the icicles come pre-installed? Yeah, I don't know. That graphic just had all these icicles. But yeah, there's a lot of portable neck fans now as well. Okay. Anyway, let's see. The classic Balkaner / Slavic summer style is the nearly shaved head, wearing a wife beater and some kind of shorts. Is that the primary way to keep cool? There's also liquid cooling shirts. Ooh. Like just like a PC? Liquid cooling shirts. Wow, it's real. Does this work? Oh my gosh. I'd be more scared of this, actually, than the fan. A liquid cooling shirt. Like so. Interesting. It feels a bit oily afterwards, but it is so cool. Oh, it works then. Interesting. Yeah, it looks less goofy. So I guess it works, actually. You know, this actually reminds me of those, like, outfits that they were making for people in Kaiju 08. Where they were making those, like, Kaiju enhanced suits. A liquid cooling suit kind of reminds me of that. Yeah. The cores are actually not exposed like that. Oh, so they're just, like, hidden inside, but... Oh, but these ones I'm seeing are, like, just, like, out there. Because you also still have to plug it in, no? So... Yeah. Interesting. Wait, so you actually have to plug it into a system? Is that right? Like, at all times? Or is it portable? Huh. Yeah, how do you wash that? I don't know. Maybe it is washable? It's like how a heated blanket is washable. If you unplug the heated blanket, you can just literally wash it in the washing machine. Yeah, all of them say they're washable. So, yeah. So. Got it. Okay. Alright, chat. Are you ready to be revived? For all the injuries, the traumatic injury stories that you have shared with me today? First, I would like to thank you for all the insane stories that were shared today. They were very traumatizing and crazy, but also thank you for sharing something that was a relatively painful memory for some of you, potentially. So, and also, I'm glad you're all here and safe today. If only with a few scars, but still healthy and good. So, yes, allow me to, try to do a revive. For you, so that you could feel ready for the new day. Yes? Alright. Are you ready? Are you ready? Look into my eyes. Don't look away. Feel my mana surrounding you. Feel it in your toes and at your fingertips. Yes. You may get ligma temporarily, but it will be healed once the healing effect kicks in. So please, quickly, absorb my mana. Yes. And now slowly feel all of your cells regenerating. Your head feels clearer. Your heartbeat calms to a steady rhythm. You close your eyes. And when you open them, you're going to be healed. There you go. You feeling better? Yes? Yokatta. Alright. Thank you so much for attending my Injuries Anonymous stream today. Thank you for sharing all of your stories. And thank you for allowing me to heal you of your troubles and injuries in the past. Maybe we'll have another traumatic bonding session another time. But I appreciate all of your enthusiastic sharing today. I must pay attention to the doorbell soon, because my parents are on their way, so I will see you all very soon for Minecraft. Friday evening on the other side of the world, and Saturday morning for me, but I will see you there to continue working on my Malice Manor roof. It's coming along very well. We'll make it look very, very nice. Maybe even try to build a rooftop garden. Even if I can't garden in my home here, because I don't like bugs, I can always garden in Minecraft because I don't mind the fireflies so much in Minecraft, but I would not want to have fireflies in my home. For real, so yeah. So let's have that in Minecraft, yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. So I will see you later for Minecraft, okay? Arigato. Arigato. Thank you, though. Bye bye. Bye bye, chat. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.